When these images and clips surfaced, Chicago affiliates of Von and Dirk, like Nemo
I
600,
know
would
it's
mock
some music
Quando, saying that he
outside.
must have made a loss on that show. But as the night went on, that show's turnout would be the least of Quando's worries, as him and his entourage would leave the venue after performing, driving to a Circle K gas station just 11 minutes away in the next town of Blackshear. At around 3:20 a.m. after that show, Quando and his team would be in the parking lot of a gas station convenience store in Blackshear, Georgia. Soon after arriving, somebody begun to open fire from across the road.
Alright, man, what we gonna do is, man, welcome to Snappy B TV, you feel me? But, yeah, we gonna catch you up. What they talking about is how Quando Rondo is finna get shot. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was in LA or in Georgia, so we finna get to it, you feel me? Catch y'all up a little bit.
With one man.
But what we at is, we still on Lil Durk, excuse me. You feel me? We still trying to get to this Lil Durk conversation, you feel me? Cause I don't know why this nigga end up doing all this shit, and he was showing us the whole time that he wasn't. This nigga's a smooth criminal, G.
Allegedly being hit in the hand and ending up in the hospital. Quando Rondo would flee the scene before authorities arrived. According to one report, over 100 bullets were fired at Quando's entourage during this incident. However, members of the public would arrive to the crime scene, beginning to film and posting the footage on social media, with the woman filming telling viewers that she was on the scene of the Quando shooting and saying that people had heard the gunshots from all the way down the street. And she would even walk right up to bullet markers where the shell casings had apparently been fired from all the way up the street.
Oh my God, it is Quando, y'all. It's got to be. They talking about it was the rapper that performed at the Vibe at the club. They talking about it was Quando. They heard it was, somebody had a bounty on him. I'm like, damn, how the fuck you know? Look at all them bullets. Yeah, they got them picking up bullets.
It was unclear.
That nigga, he another young Dolph, nigga. A whole 100 shots. Miss me, nigga. A whole 100 shots, boy. You missed me, nigga. Hey, but let's get back into it, man.
Who exactly was responsible for the shooting? Quando's ops from Savannah, the gang S8K, or the Section 8 kids, would post seemingly referencing the incident, with a caption saying, "Get back, gang," which, if you did...
By the way, I don't condone violence, bro. I'm just trying to see what's to Lil Durk, like, why he been doing all this, you feel me? With his fine ass wife and shit, you feel me? And the whole time this nigga just been orchestrating shit in the background, G. Like, nigga, live your life, bro. You out the hood, bro. You made it off of old block, G. 63rd or wherever. Come on, G. That's crazy. Let's get into it.
No is actually another name for King Von's gang, along with audio from Lil Durk's song Hellcats and Trackhawks, that earlier song where Durk says that he's looking to catch somebody lacking at their show. Now, it's unclear whether S8K members were taking direct responsibility for the incident or simply celebrating a hit sent from Lil Durk or Von's crew, Get Back Gang. However, a black disciple from Georgia seemingly claimed responsibility for this hit on social media, leading people to believe once again that this was a hit affiliated with Lil Durk, naturally due to his extensive affiliations with the Black Disciple street gang, of which King Von was indeed a prominent member. Lil Pab also tweeted after this incident, brushing off the shooting and telling his ops to enjoy life and not let one person stress them out so much, and going...
So is this a case of somebody snitching, or is this a case of this nigga like really didn't do this shit, but these niggas know him and they probably claiming OTF or have an OTF tattoo, so this nigga's finna get a RICO for all this shit that these young niggas is doing. This is what it sounds like, but I don't know. Let's get into it.
On to post a picture of himself alive and well the following day. Quando would seemingly address the threats against his life in a later interview, also brushing off the danger and saying that he doesn't care about death threats because he's always armed.
Death threat all you want to, there, bro. That's just some words, man. Be an action.
Right.
You feel me? I'm going home to my daughter.
Right.
And if I didn't, God called me.
Right.
See, but he was antagonizing these niggas, bro. Some Chirac niggas you can't antagonize, bro. They coming. You feel me? So, I don't know, bro. It sound, I'm in between, my G. I'm in between. Let's get into it.
But I'm going home to my daughter bit, but I'm not even the type of person to move without a fight.
Rumours would later circulate that Lil Tim was also injured in this shooting. Now, whether or not that's true, it was clear that Lil Tim suffered a serious injury, being shot numerous times during the altercation with King Von. A couple of months after that shooting at the gas station, in August 2021, Lil Tim was
shot and being on the shit back is wild. I don't believe that. I think he was trying to chase clout, but we gonna get into it.
Post a sobering picture.
Once again, I don't condone violence. Yeah, I'm just absorbing. I'm just recording. You feel me? Let's get back into it.
Instagram, revealing that due to his gunshot wounds, he's having to use a colostomy bag, but still giving thanks for the fact he's still alive. It's unclear whether or not this injury was from the Waycross shooting, the shootout with King Von, or even a previous shootout in Savannah. But regardless, it was clear that Quando and Lil Tim were continuing to pay the price for this beef with King Von. But that didn't stop Quando from continuing to push his career forward. On May the 7th, 2021, Quando releases his 6th mixtape, Still Taking Risks, his first full-length release since the killing of King Von. And this project would be laced with references to the incident as well as the consequences. Quando would rap about having a $1 million bounty on his head on the opening track Blue Man. He would also mock King Von on tracks like Red Eye, saying that he's smoking a dead guy and catching homicides with Timmy. There's also a line on that track where he said that he's signed to NBA and rapping, if he loves that girl, make sure he never sees her again. Seemingly a reference to King Von essentially dying as a result of his girlfriend Asian.
By the way, this is not my my page. I mean, this is Trap Lord clips, you feel me? And I'm just reacting to his shit. So, by the way, I'm not trying to get copyrighted or anything. I'm just reacting to his shit about Lil Durk. So, I'm just trying to get on top of this Lil Durk shit, you feel me? That's all. So, I'm reacting to his video, basically.
So, creating a love triangle between Von and Youngboy, with Quando going on to disrespect King Von's crew Get Back Gang, saying there ain't no get backs. Quando also says that he has shooters doing murders for only $1,500, and that he wants to kill all of his ops one by one until he gets to the top dog. Perhaps another reference to a desire to take out Lil Durk, as he depicted in his music video for the song Soul Reaper. And Quando even ends this song by mocking Lil Durk for linking up with Youngboy's enemies like Fredo Bang, as well as saying that Lil Tim got out of jail and got straight back to shooting. Even mocking Von, saying that Timmy busted Von's head because he got caught without his gun. There's also the song Dropster, where Quando reiterates that he didn't even realize that it was a beef with Von the night he got shot, and saying that he has bullets for a wrestler, another reference to Von trying to fight the night he got killed. Quando also raps saying that his young'un is quick to make a rapper bleed. Elsewhere on the track Devil on My Shoulder, he shouts out Timmy, saying he will shoot for him. But perhaps most notably was the track Purple Baby, the song where Quando extensively disses his dead enemies from Savannah, repeating a chorus that had lyrics saying that he's smoking purple babies, a reference to the gang's 1100 block and VBS, the Villa Boy Soldiers, who rep purple, and specifically the deceased members Heem and Huncho Reese, who lost their lives amid a deadly beef with the Rollin 60s crew, OTM or Only the Mob, aka Jump Out Gang, this crew that Quando and Tim have been representing all of those years. Quando also...
These niggas sound like they really like banging in LA, G. This is crazy.
References the beef with Lil Durk and the hook of this song, saying that this song is for the ones who put money on his head and that they're going to murk them. A suggestion that Quando and his people are trying to take out the people who are putting money on their heads before they get a chance to kill them. That would be followed up with a lyric saying that they're smoking on their new dead homie, which of course is a reference to Von. The track also had lines about Jump Out Gang jumping out and shooting, as well as a lyric attempting to discredit the street reputation of Chicago gangs, with Quando rapping that his ops think that they're the only killers in America. Again, referencing the fight with Von, saying that he's not wrestling, just shooting, and even referencing Lil Reese's earlier Twitter beef with him, saying his ops wanted smoke until he killed their friend, ultimately ending the song saying all he smokes is dead ops and free Lil Tim.
Alright, these niggas was being disrespectful. I don't know, man. Lil Durk, and I'm like, shit, did he had to do it, G. He's looking like a bitch. And then you had 6ix9ine doing all that shit, you feel me? Like, I don't know. It's like, is it rap beef or not, G? I don't know. Let's get into it.
Where on the song OK, Quando says that the night Von died made him sick, and reflecting on the trauma of seeing his friend Timmy split open after being shot. On the track Still Doing Wrong, he says that they had no choice but to kill Von, but to...
If y'all go to the Academics interview with Lil Durk around this time, he was talking about that shit. And he was basically ignoring it, you feel me, because of all this shit was happening. It all makes sense now, you feel me? Like, he was ignoring, he's like, with who? Problems with who? Even though he didn't already had these niggas shoot at these niggas, you feel me? And now all this shit is coming up into fruition. Like, it's crazy. It's all coming into the light, you feel me? What's done in the dark come to the light, G. But you should have done it smoother, like, you feel me? I just like them bitch ass niggas that killed motherfucking what's his name? FBG Duck. You feel me? Like, I'm not even calling them bitch niggas, but niggas that killed FBG Duck, like, you feel me? It's crazy, man. That shouldn't have happened. Like, if they should have banned a peace treaty way back then, G. It's crazy. And I'm not even from there, but man, it should have happened.
This day, he still doesn't know what he did to upset him. And then finally, on the track Stand On It, Quando would taunt Lil Durk and the Chicago rappers, who keep saying that they're going to kill him, saying that they better stand on that statement, mocking his rivals and questioning why they think they're the only shooters out here, introducing his team of shooters as Jump Out Gang and saying that they're the ones who put people on the news. Still Taking Risks was a bold project from Quando Rondo that made a big statement. And in spite of the shooting after his concert in Waycross, Quando was still planning on disrespecting his enemies. And Quando wasn't the only one who wasn't scared of the Chicago hitters hell-bent on taking them out, because Lil Tim would also share the same sentiment. Quando went live on the 8th of May.
Hey, by the way, this is an hour, so I'm gonna break this shit down for real, for real. So, we're gonna get like 11 minutes right now, so about 18 of them stop, post, stop, post, stop, post. You feel me? That's how we gonna do this tonight, you know what I mean? Probably gonna be up till about 3 in the morning, but it is what it is. Let's get to it.
2021 with...
And I'm probably not even gonna post the whole thing. I'm gonna just get my little so, you feel me? I'm probably gonna even fast forward.
Lil Tim expressing frustration at their ops and saying that they're smoking Purple Baby and other ops, and saying that people are trying...
Only because everybody know all this shit, bro. You feel me? But we don't know what Lil Durk was calling hits on, G. So did he call a hit on Quando or what? Let's get to it.
To blackball them from the music industry.
I can't sleep at night. Let me nightmares, they eat me up. You know, real Purple Babies for real. Let's start smoking up. Black babies around this bitch, cuz.
You know, I got that's the house with me, baby. I got a Purple Baby. I went no bags big.
Man, I'm pissed off, AJ. You gotta get up. No. Boy, they cannot get that big straight up in it, big boy. I'm telling you, boy, they let me get that big bag. These folks really don't want to get in the industry. So now I'm about to come boom rushing through this.
Gotta kick the door in.
Come on, man. But they act like they don't like me. Yeah, 4th of July.
Quando even says that him and Lil Tim are going to drop a mixtape together.
Should have put me on that.
That me and Lil Tim about to drop a tape and we ain't about to do no capping at all. Mother, it's up. It's up. It's up.
And it would appear that in the midst of all the hype surrounding Lil Tim, as he quickly went from unknown street figure to Demon Slayer, who had killed Chicago's most dangerous rapper, he would spot an opportunity to capitalize on it. So Lil Tim would seemingly hit the recording studio too, in an effort to garner more money and fame off of the back of this situation. In June, Lil Tim would be on live preview.
I don't know, man. Lil Tim, I feel like he did what he was supposed to do, but I feel like at the same time, nigga, you should have let your homie throw them balls, bro. You feel me? Them elbows, G. You should have let him, you feel me? But at the same time, you securing the bag, you feel me? So it's like, I'm wishy-washy the whole time. My bad on the camera, you feel me? I'm wishy-washy, I don't want it to fall. But I'm wishy-washy on the whole thing, like, you feel me? But hey, let's get into it.
His new song off the list.
I dropped mine.
dropped them out. I dropped them out. Man, let me let y'all hear some. Man, since y'all got me turned up like that.
Now, this wasn't Lil Tim's first go at rapping. He had dropped snippets of songs all the way back in September before this whole beef popped off. But now that Lil Tim was known the world over as the man who had killed Chicago's most famous, self-proclaimed demon, he might just have a shot at getting famous off the back of this killing, just like King Von got famous, rapping about all the people that he had supposedly killed.
I don't think supposedly, but King Von did what he was supposed to do. Anyways, Lil Tim did what he was supposed to do, G. But, man, killing this nigga and trying to get clout off of it is wild, bro. For real. But life be lifing. Let's get into it.
As the days went on, Lil Tim got more and more active on social media, seemingly building up the hype for his new Rapper Slayer rap persona. On June the 9th, 2021, Lil Tim goes live saying that you know he keeps a black hoodie and denying being in hiding, saying, look what happened to Von.
Excuse the commercial, man, G.
Hiding in the woods. What? Why I seen that tweet, boy? You hiding in the woods? What? Bitch, I'm in trenches. What happened to buddy? Double down on your ass, man. Yeah, bitch ass.
Interestingly, after shooting King Von, Lil Tim didn't tweet for around 8 months, with his final tweet posted literally less than an hour before that shootout. But then, on July the 7th, 2021, Lil Tim would return with a brand new Twitter account, claiming that this new account was set to be foul and disrespectful, titling himself Lil Tim, the biggest op. Lil Tim would swiftly begin liking other posts on Twitter of people saying that they're smoking on Von, as well as reposting a tweet by Quando Rondo, seemingly referencing that moment where Quando helped a wounded Lil Tim into the hospital after the shootout with Von. A few days later, Lil Tim would post up on Twitter with his friend, saying that if you don't have a homicide, we can't be friends, even attracting him a like and a follow from hip-hop's biggest troll, 6ix9ine. Lil Tim proceeded to post clips on social media showing that he was outside in these streets, on the front lines, and not scared of any of his enemies.
Come on, man. Front line, oh. Front line.
Eventually, on July the 21st, 2021, the full version of Lil Tim's new song,
This nigga was overly trolling, G. I ain't gonna hold you. Overly trolling. What that nigga overly whooping, G. Overly whooping. Man.
List would leak, and this was a wild track, seemingly dissing King Von and taking full responsibility for his murder, with Lil Tim rapping that he just checked a new N-word off the list, and that he's quick to gun you down, check the score, bitch I don't miss. Elsewhere on the track, Lil Tim dared his ops to spin on him, and a music video for the song would release in August, with Lil Tim rapping these lyrics whilst holding a shovel and smoking a blunt. A scenario that to me seems to indicate only one thing: he's smoking on Von and digging his grave. Elsewhere on the song, Lil Tim would rap that he's pulling out a shovel and grave digging all of his friends, as well as rapping that he will kill people and he doesn't care who they are, as well as saying, F back, get back, another reference to King Von's crew Get Back Gang, and rapping that his ops all had guns, but they didn't shoot that night. A likely reference to King Von's friends.
That nigga disrespectful. But where these niggas was? Where was he? Where was anybody, bro? Why niggas ain't pull out for King, nigga? You feel me? For real. And I stand on that. Why niggas didn't pull out for King, G? It's crazy.
Lutty and Louis, who had attempted and failed to execute Lil Tim on the ground that night the shooting occurred. Following the leaking of Lil Tim's song off the list, blogs and websites would quickly react. This would lead to Lil...
Where was this nigga bodyguards? Start there. Where was his bodyguards? Where was King buying bodyguards? Who was Quando Rondo bodyguard? Was this a hit? What's going on? Talk to me. Let's talk back. Let's get into it.
Tim denying that the song was aimed at Lil Durk or King Von, with him posting an Instagram story reminding everybody that he mentioned no names on the song, as well as claiming to not even be able to officially release the song or video due to somebody sending it to the judge, with this apparently having potential to jeopardize his self-defense argument in court. Now, it's possible that due to this awkward rollout, the song and video being leaked, and then having to cancel the official release, Lil Tim may well have not made any money from this song. But what did happen was he caught the attention of another rapper with common enemies, 6ix9ine. Now, 6ix9ine has a storied history when it comes to beefing with Chicago rappers. He famously had words with Lil Durk on IG Live during his prime as a Rapping Blood member.
But when I feel like disrespecting me, blood,
and he had also got...
We're gonna stop there. Let's start it. You feel me? We gonna come back to this shit. Cause 6ix9ine is wild, G. He's a cloud chaser. Stop this shit.